All right. What's going on, everybody? My name is Michael Hoff, part of the Face Off Sports Network. And yeah, I'm giving you kicker streamers for week 16 of the NFL season. Your fantasy football playoffs await. Let's not wait any further. In six out of the last 8 weeks, I've given you at least one kicker that's been rostered in 50% or less of leagues that has proven to be top 12. So let's get into it. And my first kicker here for week 16 is going to be Mr. Chad Ryland of the Arizona Cardinals, currently rostered in only 19% of leagues. In week 15, Ryland scored 14 points. And quietly, that was the second time in the last 3 weeks that Ryland has scored over 10 points. He's going up against the Carolina Panthers this week. The Panthers, they've allowed 9 games of 10 plus points. And in more than half of their games, kickers facing them have finished inside the top 12 in points scored. So we got a lot boding well here for Chad Ryland. Most recently, kickers facing the Panthers in 3 out of the last 4 weeks have scored at least 13 points. So I like this matchup for Chad Ryland quite a bit. I think Chad Ryland is going to be one of the sneakiest plays of this entire week. Let's keep it in the NFC West. Let's go with Mr. Joshua Karty going up against the New York Football Jets. He is rostered in only 12% of leagues. And listen, I get it. This is the first question that's going to be asked. He's going up against the New York Jets. They're going to be on the road, so it means they're going to be on the East Coast. First question, what's the weather look like, Michael? Well, the weather as of right now in New Jersey in December, it's currently no snow, no rain, winds of only 12 miles per hour. Um, and yeah, a high of 25 degrees. I mean, we know it's going to be cold. That's going to be given, but no precipitation of any kind, not too high of winds. We like that quite a bit. Then there's the Jets, who, by the way, they've been allowing a slew of points to kickers over the last few weeks. They started the year very good. They were not a great start if you had opposing kickers. Now they are, because the Jets have allowed 10 plus points in 7 games this season, and 4 of them have come in the last 4 weeks. While the Jets have allowed 2.6 field goal attempts on a per game basis on the season, they're currently one of 7 teams to allow at least 3 field goal attempts on a per game basis in the last 3 games. So this is one of those stats where you don't really look at, all right, well, what's it been all year? Look at the recency. What has it been recently? And recently, the Jets are allowing a lot of field goal attempts. I think that bodes very well for Joshua Karty. He's a very sneaky play. If some of these teams that are in your league, if they can't let go of their kickers and they're already out of the running, Joshua Karty's probably not spoken for. You could pick him up, just like Chad Ryland. Good start. I'm going to give you one here. At the end of this, listen, I understand. I'm giving you guys on a low ownership. I'm going to give you one at a high ownership. Screw it. I think he's going to produce. I like him. I don't want to go without mentioning him. And it's Chase McLaughlin. Yeah, he's rostered in 77% of leagues. He's rostered in more percent of leagues than Joshua Karty and Chad Ryland are combined. That being said, he is going up against the Dallas Cowboys. I like him in this matchup. Prior to week 15, the Chargers had been allowing the 6th fewest points to kickers. And they had only had 1 game with 10 plus points allowed to kickers. What did Chase McLaughlin do with that? Well, Chase McLaughlin went ahead and he scored 18 fantasy points. It was the most points he'd scored all season, and the 5th game with 10 plus points in which he has now scored. He's now going to go up against the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys only allowing 2 points last week, but they've also allowed in the last 5 games at least 9 points. So last game is not a perfect barometer of the points that they're allowed to the kicking position. Lastly, if you're lucky enough to get McLaughlin onto your rosters, I love him in week 17 going up against Carolina Panthers. So if you can get Chase McLaughlin in your lineup, do it up, keep him there, keep him healthy, keep him happy, do that. So the first 2 I have are more so streamers for week 16 specifically. Again, that's going to be Chad Ryland of the Arizona Cardinals. it's going to be Joshua Karty of the Los Angeles Rams. And the last one, if you're lucky enough to have him, again, I only mention this because I got a lot of feedback last week that Fairbairn of the Texans was available. So if Chase McLaughlin's available, pick him up. He's going to be one of the top kickers to win you a fantasy football championship. But those are ultimately my streamers for week 16. Again, guys, until next time, stay thirsty, be kind to one another. We'll catch you guys on the flip side. Cheers.